Hello, everybody. Martin Francis here once again. And I was advised by my friends to go into a little more detail about Jesse and show a little bit more evidence. See, like this? Court documents and stuff, just for the curiosity seekers of how much these guys lie. It even occurred to me that maybe Jesse should change his middle name from Jesse Lee Peterson to Jesse Lie Peterson. And Jesse's henchmen, Doug Massey and James Hake, are apprentices, fibbing apprentices. I'm going to read you what Jesse wrote about, and this is how he got the temporary restraining order. He wrote, Martin Francis has a felony record. Look at his penmanship.
He black.
Is that crazy or what? Okay, that's like a third grader. I had better penmanship in fourth grade for sure. I know that. Okay, look at that. Okay, so it says Martin Francis. He wrote this. This is his own writing. Martin Francis, that's me, has a felony record for carry gun on the campus of UCLA where he was fired. His penmanship is so bad I can't see. Arrested from UCLA. His mind seem, S-E-A-M he wrote instead of S-E-E-M-E-D. Okay, that's one of the common words in English language, but Jesse already admits to being dumb, so I shouldn't drag his penmanship through the mud. He says his mind seemed to be unstable. Okay, and then he writes some other stuff. He gets in the front of parking lot and scream crazy things saying he going to take me down. He act crazy and seems to have a weapon on him. Yelling and what? Oh, filming me. I'm sorry. Okay, that was me. But he wrote it so bad I couldn't see what the word was. Filming me on his phone. Yelling and filming me on his phone. He has a unstable, I'm just guessing it's unstable. I can't read it. Unstable mindset. One of my employees said he mentioned someone getting shot. Oh, that was Doug. We'll get to that in a minute. Were you harmed or injured because of the harassment? Emotional and mental. Oh, he's harmed. Jesse was harmed emotionally and mentally. Now, he's supposed to be alpha.
Beta.
You can't be harmed emotionally and mentally, but he wants to put that down to try to elicit a response from the judge. And of course, he got a yes. I now worry about my life as well as my employees and church members. Martin, you evil. You scary. Oh, by the way, the proof of if I was acting crazy or not, they don't have any video evidence I was acting crazy. They could have taken plenty of video. If I was acting crazy, they would have whipped out their cameras and showed me doing that. But all they had was each one of their testimonies. They didn't bring any other witnesses besides themselves. Where was I? Oh, my response. He lips to the police. Oh, he lips to the police. He lies to the police. Geez, my writing is bad too. He lies to the police that we act erratic and may have weapons, including firearms. Oh, he does. Yeah, I mentioned that. Because I tried to call the cops on them myself, saying, I think I might get shot. You know what the dispatcher told me? You have to get shot first, then we'll send out a unit. And yet nothing happened with me, and they came out each time he called. They parked on the street watching me. Not just me, but the first time, December 26th, they watched all four of us out there. We were all four dangerous. Okay, when you think of Martin Francis, Jim Valerio, Fabian Asensio, everybody under 6 foot, way under 6 foot for some of us. Everybody under 6 foot, everybody less than 200 pounds, under 180 actually. And they're calling us dangerous, and there's nothing on us. We don't have any heavy overcoats. We're not wearing anything that looks like we may be concealing something. We just have jackets on. He couldn't even tell the police that he actually saw a firearm. Otherwise, when they did search me, they would find that he's lying. So he was just saying, like, he keeps putting his hands in his pocket and acting erratic, and I think he may have a gun then. And so they came out for that, handcuffed me, and searched me. I actually gave him permission to do that. I don't think they were going to do that, but I actually gave him permission. They did, and then I said, okay, now I know they have weapons inside that building, and why don't you search them and go after them? Now that you're letting me out of the handcuffs and everything, why don't you go after them? I wrote in my response, I expected them to call the police and serve me with restraining orders. Jesse has lied before, pulling the same antics with Fabian Asensio. Yeah, him and, well, Patrick didn't lie. Patrick Rooney, when he went there the first time 10 years ago or something with Fabian, they did the same restraining order thing. And Fabian was never fired from his job when he worked at Bond. He was never fired by Jesse. And that's what Jesse said in his restraining order, his temporary restraining order request. And that was a lie. And Patrick backed up the lie by staying quiet. And at one point, Patrick actually corrected Jesse and said, no, he hasn't threatened us or anything like that. And then that forced Jesse to recant. And then the judge asked him, after the judge asked him a second time, did Fabian do anything violent or make any violent, threats or anything? And he's like, no. And so, I think Jesse said yes at first, and then we asked him the second time, Jesse said no, because Patrick wouldn't back him. Anyway, okay, so that was the official document we sent in to them. Does it look official? Yeah. See, that's all the words. If you freeze frame it and blow it up, you'll be able to read it. But who wants to do that? Okay. And then finally, this last piece of paper is the order, the written order that the judge said at the bottom, petitioner's request for civil harassment restraining order is denied. You're rejected. The court finds petitioner has failed to sustain their burden of proof. All temporary orders, if any, are dissolved. This is why I was able to go to the post office and have a friendly chat with Jesse and cause somebody's life to be ruined when we both acting erratic walked out into the intersection, and we actually caused the cars to stop more quickly than they normally would, I guess, and crashed into the car, as you saw in that 1-minute video. So I'm the first man in your whole career. I am the first man in your whole career that you have.
He tried it.
I am the first man in your whole career that you have run from, like the chicken song that you play. You are running from me. But yeah, these restraining orders. Okay, so the other one, his other henchman, Doug, he didn't get his temporary restraining order. But he did say, and he repeated this in court, I was walking to my place of employment and he pulled up in his truck and said, better call the cops so someone doesn't get shot. I went directly into the office and called 911 and let them know what was said. I asked them to send the police, and they did come. nothing was made of that. So the cops didn't do anything because that was just a lot of hot air, and they knew it, and so they didn't do anything. And we continued with that protest. Oh, what I said, because Doug said that somebody's going to get shot. No, I didn't say that. I said, because I know he's a firearms instructor. His specialty is pistol training, police and everything. So he's a dead-eye. He's dead-eye Doug. I was a little heebie-jeebie about that. I don't know what these guys are capable of. I mean, I do know we were best buddies for a long time, just like Jesse's saying he doesn't know. But I still, you know, in the back of your mind, when somebody's under pressure from a lie and stuff, you never know what they're going to do. And as far as that's concerned. But mostly, I felt like these guys are like me, just a lot of hot air. And nobody wants to go to jail for shooting some guy who's going to die soon anyway. Right? All they got to do is give me a food coupon for McDonald's or something, and that'll make my cancer blow up, and I'm gone. So Doug, that was an easy one to dismiss. And all three were on video screen at the court, of course, and you know, they didn't even bother to come in. Well, they're busy guys. I'm retired, so I came in because I thought, you know, being in person I'm more comfortable with than being on a video camera. I want to see the judge face to face. Okay, now let's move on to James real quick, because this is getting old. All right, we're at 21 minutes. I don't even know if anybody would watch this past 10 minutes. You guys must really have nothing to do. Okay, so multiple times he has shown up. This is what James wrote. Multiple times he has shown up outside my place of work, both in front and out back where my car is parked. My coworkers have called police multiple times on him. He didn't write. Nothing happened with that, but the police just went away. He shouts at me and threatens to return every day. He shouts at me. I had I think one or two moments with him where he didn't duck into his car real quick, asking him if I could come on the show. That's the truth. Not this, I'm shouting and screaming at him. God bless James. Come on. Have some honesty in your body.
I'm staying outside.
James Hake if he will take my call on the show.
Okay.
James, will you accept my call on your show? Did he say, I think he said no, right?
That's correct, yes.
Talk about
My courage is building. Yours is sinking. You know the ultimate outcome of that is going to be. This place is going to get shut down. Hi. Will you speak to me? Come on. Jesse is a homosexual pervert. You know that. So why won't you say anything? I'm going to be here every day till I shut this place down. You know that. Anyway, he shouts at me and threatens to return every day. Why is that a threat? That's a pain in the neck to return every day. That hurt me. He gets, at least when he comes to work, he's getting paid. Recording me in my car, including license plate number to put out for me. This was yesterday, Tuesday. You know, when I recorded him and he got into his car and I recorded him leaving, I wasn't caring about his license plate. Anybody who knows what the bond office is can come and see his license plate. He made veiled threats to my coworker on Sunday, saying to call the cops before someone gets shot. Oh, I already just gave you my version of it. So, and their version is lies. Years ago, when I was Mr. Francis's acquaintance. Oh, the other thing Jesse said, there was a couple things Jesse said too, was he downgraded what our relationship was like for 31 years. He just called me a tenant. And he said our relationship, when it said, what's your relationship? Instead of putting former friend of 31 years or just even former friend, he puts none. None. That hurt my feelings. Okay? Anyway, he made veiled threats. Years ago when I was Mr. Francis's acquaintance, he took a pistol with him into a Los Angeles movie theater in his jacket pocket. He showed it to me. I never went to another movie with him after that. And we're supposed to be Second Amendment guys, you know, the right to keep and bear arms. Oh yeah, I'm pro Second Amendment. I'm pro bear arms. And then when I bear arms, if that actually happened, I don't even remember that happening really, but that's just on me. That's my memory. So I told the court, man, he's probably perjuring. Hake is like, God, that's so beta, man. Oh, I never went to another theater with him again. It sounds like some liberal feminist afraid of firearms. Oh, give me a break.
Beta!
Now, James says, I have experienced mental and emotional distress, loss of sleep, and trembling. Beta! Okay. I have difficulty concentrating at work because I am very concerned about this unstable person, me, coming around screaming at me and other co-workers. None of us talk to him, but he pledges to shut us down. Well, yeah, shut you down, not shoot you down. There's a difference there, James. After showing up in front of my place of work multiple times, this is James again. I'm done with it after this. Harassing visitors and coworkers with police being called on him on Sunday. He showed up with accomplices to get back where my coworkers and I parked. We were back there where they parked. Because that's the only way you could get them to, they wouldn't come out the front of the church building and deny what we're doing or, you know, tell us to go get a job or something. They wouldn't even do that. They wouldn't even insult us. Now that's insulting. He and others shouted at each of us as we arrived at work. I said nothing other than I would not talk to him. I said nothing. He did say that, yeah. He continued screaming at me. If you watch the video, I did not continue screaming at him. Maybe my voice was a little raised. No, not maybe. It was a little raised because he's a distance away. He's 20 feet away. Anyway, so that's the end of their lies. Of course, they lost in court. James lost in court too. There you go. This is for Doug. See his name right there? Doug Massey. And you see where it says denied? Petitioner's request. Here, I'll read it. Petitioner's request for civil harassment restraining order is denied. Oh, I almost got out of the camera. You're just looking at my teeth. How gross is that? All temporary orders, if any, are dissolved. Has failed to sustain their burden of proof. Failed to sustain. They didn't even begin their burden of proof, let alone sustain. And then James too. Let's see. Oh, this is Peterson. Let's see. Where's James? Just so you guys see all the, oh, where is it? Let's see. And where's James? See, James Hake. And you see down there, it says denied. Dun, da, 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 da. It's like the Dodgers. They take on the San Diego Padres and sweep them in a 3-game series. Well, that's what I did. I swept them. All 3 of them. Denied, denied, denied. And I walked out a free man. Thank you very much, and God bless. Bye.